So we got those temperatures right about 10 degrees lower than they were yesterday. Still very warm though, upper 70s, but you got a bit of that wind making it feel at least a little bit cooler, thanks in part to drier air. Well, the air was dry yesterday, and well, that's why we're getting a little bit of that blowing dust. We got those gusts up to 45 in Artesia, 47 in Carlsbad, still around those 30s and 40s around much of the I-20 corridor. Not too bad compared to yesterday, a little bit calmer, but you're still going to watch out for some of those strong gusts, mainly out of New Mexico. We got that wind advisory. Those areas can see gusts about 50 miles an hour. In high wind warnings, gusts will be around 60 or higher than that. My biggest concern is not necessarily the wind, because we're used to that, but the red flag warnings. It's very early in the year to see dry, hot, and windy conditions all combining to increase our fire risk. So make sure you guys are practicing fire safety. Don't burn anything unless you absolutely have to, and have it controlled. Make sure of that. I'm watching you. Radar, not much going on there. All that cloud cover moved out of the way, so we're good to go. I'm quite happy about that. That leaves us with some overnight temperatures being a little bit on the warmer side, despite all that clear cloud. Oh, so what's up with that? Well, it's because we're so warm for this afternoon. We should really be in those low 90s for the highs. We're not. We're really in the mid to upper 70s. So, all right, here's the future track. Not much happening by overnight tonight. Tomorrow, by the afternoon, we start seeing those gusts pick up a little bit again from the west. Temperatures are going to be slowly declining, more so low 70s, not too bad. Friday morning, yeah, still those gusts kicking up in the afternoon. That next round is actually going to be another cold front. I know we got to wait until then, but let's see how strong those winds are going to be. I'm looking about steady 30 miles an hour during the overnight hours. Gusts tomorrow afternoon, not too bad at first, and then they kick up again, 30, 35, maybe 40 miles an hour. So, all right, overnight it calms down, and then by the afternoon it kicks back up again. Friday afternoon, we're looking at 40, 45, maybe 50 mile an hour wind gusts, and then it calms down during the overnight hours. Is this going to be our pattern all week long? You betcha. That's exactly what I'm looking at. But once we get that final cold front coming through on Friday, I say final as if we're never going to see one again. No, it's just going to be enough that we drop back down to a much more seasonable range, so a cool weekend. But if you don't like those cooler conditions, don't worry, those 70s and 80s are back by early next week. Juliana?
You know, I hate to say it, but I kind of miss the cold weather, but I'm just glad it's really short-lived. All right, coming up next, while Moderna was